The show we have is Head Over Heels, which is a very modern Shakespearean musical with music by the Go-Go's.
Head Over Heels follows the royal family of Arcadia
ruled by King Basilius and Queen Ganesia,
and their two daughters, Princess Pamela and Princess Philippa. They receive a prophecy that basically talks about how the world will end if they lose their beat and if 4 prophecies come true. So in order to prevent the prophecies coming true, the king decides to go on the road. Because who hasn't used avoidance strategies before?
The royal family and accompanying people go off out of Arcadia in order to avoid the fulfillment of a doomsday prophecy. But what the show is really about is the characters and how they interact and how they engage and what they do.
Each character has a self-discovery journey, and it's about becoming more open-minded and more flexible and more progressive in how you think.
This show is what I like to call a love hexagon. And that's because there are 3 different couples that interact and also mixed with each other's ordeals.
It's so funny, and the style is so perfectly pulled off.
The Shakespearean-ness of it all is really fun. It helps you get away with certain jokes, I think.
I love Shakespeare so much, so this is absolutely an incredible opportunity for a modern sort of interpretation of that style and for people to come and look at it with fresh eyes.
My favorite song right now is Our Lips Are Sealed.
My favorite song is Heaven is a Place on Earth. It's such an interesting mix of voices.
My favorite song in the show that I get to partake in is Head Over Heels.
I can't get over Vision of Now. It's so good. Just how it pops and stuff. And then Automatic Rainy Day. There's some riffing that I really like.
For this show, I worked with Lillian Buckingraf on the design for this set. We're working mostly with symmetry, so we have 2 symmetrical platforms with a tall one in the middle. Our middle level got cut in half so we can have an extra entrance. It fuses sort of big blocky shapes with ancient Greek pillars. Our colors are coming mostly from costumes and lighting. We are currently experimenting with very strongly saturated, brightly colored lights that'll all contrast each other and blend nicely. And to do that, we are painting our set gray so that it captures the light.
I have been working on the costumes for Head Over Heels, and it's really cool. Outfits are very flashy, very 80s, hot pink dresses and gowns, and kind of a pop kind of vibe, and yet also medieval because it's set in medieval times.
Tasha Buss has been our choreographer for a lot of the large musical numbers of this show. It's been so fun. Her energy is incredible. She's very uplifting. She'll step into a room and she'll be like, okay guys, let's do this, and we're gonna do this, and we'll be like, yeah! I have also been choreographing a few of the dance numbers. It's been really fun. It's the first time I've done choreography this big. I think this is a great environment for our younger members of Yoh who haven't ever tried theater before or haven't ever tried dancing before. This is a good start for them because our environment is just so open, and I think this is a great step for them to start.
In general, it's an amazing show because it's not only a comedy that has these fun, fantastical elements and just amazing songs, but it's also a deeper look in society of how you can have a society that you think is great, but it's harmful to so many people in it, and you'll only create a truly amazing society once you take the road down destruction to try and rebuild it for everyone.
It is a show with a lot of heart for disheartening times. So while it is reflective and there is a lot to think about in terms of finding yourself and finding your beat, if you will, I think it's funny. I think it's meant to be a good time.